Jumbo, this is Lennox. Today we're going to look at a game played in 1929 with white being Glucksberg and black Miguel Najdorf. This game is known as the Polish Immortal game. Miguel Najdorf is the owner of the Najdorf variation occurring in the Sicilian defense. Najdorf set world records for simultaneous blindfold chess. He played a record of 40 opponents in 1943 and increased the record to 45 in 1947. He set these records in the hope that the news would be reported in Europe and his family would learn of his whereabouts. And now let us dive into the game. White started with d4. Najdorf played f5, c4, knight f6, the Dutch defense, knight c3, e6, knight f3, d5, e3, c6, a stonewall structure. Bishop d3 was played. Bishop d6. White castled. Najdorf also castled. Knight e2. Other moves would have been knight e5, followed by f4, countering the stone wall with another stone wall. Knight at b to d7. Knight g5 attacking the pawn on e6. Now this move, it may look simple, white losing a pawn, but in fact the position is more complicated than that. Bishop captures h2 check. King h1 was played. After king h2, knight g4 check with a discovered attack on the knight, and black is up a pawn for nothing. After king h1, white is threatening, knight captures e6, winning material. Knight g4 was played by Najdorf. f4 was played by white. Now, if f3, then queen takes g5, f takes g5, queen h4. Now the threat is bishop g3 check, followed by queen h2 checkmate. If g3, bishop takes g3 check, king g2, queen h2 check, king f3, pawn takes g4 check. All these moves are forcing. King takes g4, queen h4 checkmate. And if rook f3, then bishop g3 check, king g1, queen h2 check, king f1, queen h1 check, knight g1, bishop h2, losing a piece. So f3 wasn't played. Instead f4, queen e8, with the idea of queen h5. g3 was played. Queen h5, threatening to discover. King g2 was played by Glucksberg. Find the move that Najdorf played in the game. Pause the video. Bishop g1. Let us consider king takes g1, queen h2 checkmate. Another move to consider is rook takes g1, queen h2 check. If king f3, queen f2 checkmate. And if king f1, queen f2 is also met. So white played knight takes g1, After knight g1, queen h2 check. King f3, the only move. e5 was played, threatening e4. Now, if white doesn't do anything, so let us say something like a3, e4, check. Bishop takes e4, whether the bishop or the knight taking on e4 doesn't matter. F takes e4, check. If king takes g4, then h5, knight f6, knight e5, it's a mate. And if knight takes e4, knight e5 check, d takes e5, knight takes e5 is a checkmate. So, white played d takes e5, knight takes e5 check. The only move on the game is f takes e5, which white played. Knight e5 check, king f4, the only move. Knight g6 check. All these moves are forcing. King f3, f4, threatening knight e5, checkmate. If bishop takes g6, preventing the mate, bishop g4 is a stunning move. There is a forcing checkmate. Pause the video and find it. Okay, I hope you find the forcing checkmate. So, after king takes g4, queen takes g3, check. King h5, h takes g6, check. King takes g6, rook f6, check. King h5, rook h6 is a checkmate. So white captured the pawn on f4. Find the move that Najdorf played. Pause the video and find the winning sequence. Now the simple threat is knight e5 checkmate. Now Najdorf played the killer move, bishop g4, check. Now white has three choices. The first choice is king e3, trying to fight a losing position. The second choice is to resign. And the third choice is to capture the bishop. Now Glucksberg decided to capture the bishop. After king takes g4, knight e5 check, forcing white to capture on e5, opening the f file. Then the final blow, h5, checkmate. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on this video. See you in the next one. Bye. Jambo.